Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest of Super Brawl 91 is for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. It is set for one fall.
Here comes the entourage of Tatsumi the Dragon Fujinami. They are very focused in the back, as we saw in the locker room area. What's that say, Dream?
I don't know what that says, but I don't say that. I don't think that says welcome to America, you know what I mean? Fujinami, our country gets a chance live tonight, right here on this pay-per-view, to see, in my mind, one of the greatest wrestlers internationally in the world.
He is the IWGP, the International Wrestling Grand Prix Heavyweight Champion. One of the most popular athletes in the world. The legendary Lou Thez called Fujinami one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Made his pro debut at 17 years of age, has wrestled around the world. And when you leave the United States, this man is a household word when you speak of wrestling.
Well, you know, a friend of mine, Willie Nelson, told me one time, I said, Willie, why'd you bring old Julio Iglesias over here? He said, my friend, when you leave this continent, we're talking about the greatest singer in the world today, international, and Fujinami is that same type person.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 240 pounds. He is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the Dragon, Tatsumi Fujinami.
Tatsumi Fujinami. In March, before 65,000 fans thought he had won the WCW World's title.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 242 pounds. He is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Puts that Rolex watch on the sterling silver serving tray. He's got his lady in waiting and his cook and all kinds of folks with him.
Well, I'll tell you what, right here we're going to get a big chance, a big thrill. Ric Flair, I've seen him today. He looks as good as he's ever looked in his life. He is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Fujinami says it belongs to him. Tonight we're going to find out what it's all about, because all the glitter, all the glitz, all the music is just about over. It's showtime, my friend.
In St. Petersburg, Florida, there have been 2 title changes in the history of WCW. 1969, Dory Funk Jr. defeated Gene Kiniski. In 1979, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, defeated Handsome Harley Race in this arena. Can we see history made again here in this one?
Well, I think we can right here. This here is just a little bit of looking you in the eye and say, what we gonna do here, baby? I think we can. This is a great building. It was a great building for Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. It is a great building for Ric Flair. Fujinami can make this building a great building for him.
Interesting situation here regarding the officiating. Bill Alfonso will be the backup official, the alternate official. Tiger Hattori, a great international official, will be the official of record.
Yes, he is, and we know that the situation internationally throughout the world, that happens a lot. We know that 2 referees are used from 2 different countries.
A lot of controversy when we left the Tokyo Dome. Fans internationally want to see the best man win in this one, and we hope the officiating was good in Tokyo. Just had the guy got ran over.
Well,
got annihilated.
I talked to both. That's a great move. I talked to both officials earlier, and I know for a fact they're not going to let anything go by. They're ready for anything tonight. Fujinami, great escape.
Fujinami turned pro when he was 17 years of age. He was a lightweight, weighed 160 pounds when he debuted in the pros. He is a very solid 240 right now.
Well, both these guys match up. They're both about the same weights, they're the same height, and I think they have about the same ability. That's why I think that this contest, we're going to set in here a while. I don't think this is going to be a quick contest.
Nice reversal, good set out into the hammerlock by Tatsumi Dragon Fujinami. Ric Flair with the advantage has him in the corner. Tiger Hattori is calling for the break. And Flair with a forearm right to the head. Oh. Boy, in Tokyo, those chops by Flair brutalized the pectoral region of Fujinami.
One thing Flair here, I think he took a little bit of the intimidating factor out because he didn't intimidate Fujinami in Tokyo. He's not going to intimidate him here.
Flair with the forearm. Fujinami returns the chop. Fujinami now backing Flair into the corner. Irish whip. Fujinami with a high backdrop. Flair up in the lights on that move.
And you can tell both these men know what this is all about. There's nothing hurried here. Fujinami knows that he's got the Nature Boy in just a little bit away, but he's going to take more than that.
Fujinami, a very unique wrestling boots. He'll use that to utilize his karate kicks. Nice drop toe hold. Trying to set him up in a bow and arrow.
Yeah, baby, he's got him in that. Now, this thing can hurt you bad. This will make you feel bad in the morning.
Tremendous pressure on the lower back of Nature Boy Ric Flair. For those that have followed his career, they know he sustained a broken back in an airplane crash many years ago. Could be a factor, Dust, in this one.
Well, you know, when all the times that I used to go up against Ric Flair, I had thought that too, and I'd went to work on his back. He has got that back in great condition, but this here doesn't help your back at all. We know that is a weak point. Japanese people have studied that, and you're going to see him probably take this like we've seen the leg with Arn Anderson and work on it.
Flair kicks Fujinami back into the corner. Nice move. Flair right up on the shoulders, though. 1, 2. Fujinami trying to reverse it, but Flair grabs a handful of hair. Oh, chops him. And Fujinami returned the chop, putting Flair on his backside. Pulls him out of the corner. Going for the Boston Crab.
Well, this is what we're talking about now. The Boston Crab puts a tremendous amount of pressure on that lower back. If that's what he decided to do tonight, to work on that back, to break him down, to get this victory, then he's doing the right thing, brother.
Submission maneuver here. Our camera's taking you right inside the ring. The sights and sounds of SuperBrawl 91. Submission maneuver here.
You see where he pulled him out there. He knows that Flair will use them ropes to escape. He knows that Flair will use them. So he pulled him out to the center where he can really work on that back. And yes, a man will give up at some point in time with enough pressure applied to his back right there.
Fujinami uses several submission maneuvers. One is his dragon sleeper. Combination of a reverse chin lock and a crossface. He's perfected a move copied by many, many athletes called the dragon suplex. But right now, he is working on the legs of Nature Boy Ric Flair. Well, just as Flair worked on his legs in Tokyo.
Yes, but this thing here with the legs is true. He's got the legs, but this takes that spine right here below your buttocks and takes that and jars that all the way up to your neckus.
Front face lock. Flair trying to grab the leg. Fujinami backs away from that. Slam there by Flair. Modified suplex by the Nature Boy. You know, Flair's back is hurting very badly right now. He's holding his back. Fujinami a kick now to the knee. Fujinami keeping Flair off balance. Is he going to work on the back or is he going to work on the leg? And Flair thumbed him in the eye.
Yeah, I think that he's trying to take Flair from the shoulders down and break that part down. And that whole thing deals with the back and the legs.
Forearm there by Tatsumi Fujinami. Going for the cover, and Flair got a shoulder up. Flair now rolling. Thought he was going to come outside. He's outside. He's on the apron there. Fujinami got that front face lock. One thing's for sure, Fujinami can understand the referee. As he suplexes Flair back in, Flair landing sternly on his lower back again. He's having trouble with his lower back and his legs.
In a contest like this for the World Heavyweight title right here, Fujinami, watch this move right here. Even though he didn't go over that rope, that back right there against that top rope just really stung him, baby. But he went back and got it. Went back and got him.
Fujinami, very, very sound fundamentally, as is Flair. Right fist, chops. Flair has him on the outside. Oh, he dropped him right across the security railing.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not going to be stupid enough to think that Flair was going for the atomic drop out there. I know that the situation there was Flair needed some relief, and he got some relief right now. So he needs to get himself back together here and take the battle to Fujinami.
Both referees imploring Flair to get back in the ring.
They popping leather, baby.
Oh, man. What a chop by Flair. And now Flair has the opportunity to regain the offensive advantage. Noticeably limping is the WCW World Champion. Fans watching this broadcast in Tokyo certainly feel that Fujinami is the rightful holder of the championship.
And they got a good point, but the point of this thing is here, Flair is the World Heavyweight Champion, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. He brought the belt in the ring. He's got to beat Ric Flair to take that thing back to Japan with him.
Flair now working on the leg. We know Flair's vaunted offense surrounds the figure four leg lock. And Flair dropping right down across the knee of Fujinami. Fujinami holding his knee. Referee Hattori almost encouraging Fujinami to get up. Flair now continuing to focus on the leg. Drops down. And again, Fujinami screaming in pain.
He needs to hook it in right
here. He's going for it. He's going for it.
He's got it hooked. He's got it hooked.
He's got the figure four. It now may just be a matter of time.
You just see both referees there. Like I said, they're in the game right here. If he even says, I quit for a little bit, either one of these guys are going to pop on it, I'm telling you.
Flair has it locked in. And normally, under usual circumstances, the opponent would have already submitted.
Yeah, but these ain't usual circumstances. As you know, this is for all to go. Brother, that's insulting.
He may be reviving him.
That's what's going to happen right there. I think that's a bad move by Ric Flair. Fujinami now said that might have just snapped him out of it.
Very arrogant is the nature boy. Fujinami, one of the nicest guys I've been around in sports. Trying to turn Flair over.
Yeah, he's about got it.
He's got it. He leans back on it. And now the pressure is on the leg of the nature boy.
Now Ric Flair's in trouble, my friend, right here. All that pressure right on Ric Flair. But remember, Fujinami was in that hole, what, a minute, 2 minutes? When you're in it that long and you don't give up, it takes its toll on you.
Again, a gut check for the two men that want to be the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Flair with a chop, and Fujinami retaliates. Double leg pickup by Fujinami. Fujinami may go for the scorpion.
You see that right there? Leverage. Looked like he was going to hold the rope just enough to get him down. A lot of pain, a lot of pressure on Ric Flair right now.
Scorpion deathlock applied by Tatsumi Fujinami, and Flair just barely able to crawl underneath the rope that caused the break.
Fujinami here now is taking too much time. This is only a personal opinion. He needs to stay on him right here.
Oh, there it is. There's dragging a side suplex. They call that the Saito suplex. Lateral press. Oh, that was like 6 inches away. Again, Fujinami working on the back. Used the suplex, went for the lateral press.
Yeah, he's moved back up here to the top of the body right here, and I don't understand his reasoning right here. He needs to get back down to where he had Flair hurt.
Flair counters, belly to back suplex. Good move by the champion. Fujinami dropped right on the back of his head. Fujinami also has a bad back. He was out 17 months just a little over a year ago, and Flair obviously knows that.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Fujinami right now is in a bad way. Ric Flair, the World Heavyweight Champion, now then can start to mount some offense. And in mounting that offense, wear Fujinami down a little worse than he is right now, because, brother, he's seeing birdies flying around there. Both men, hard-fought match, and this thing ain't over, I'm telling you. It's going to take a great effort to beat either one of these men.
Flair used a side headlock to take his challenger down. And Fujinami counters. Nice move. Flair on top. Fujinami trying to bridge.
Fujinami with a nice move. Nice
strength.
move.
But his back is obviously weakened from the punishment thus far. Oh, it takes strength.
Just enough. See there? Took it right back down. Every time that back hit the mat, it took it out of him. He could be out right here. This could be the ending of Fujinami and his world title chances.
Flair with that foot right to the face. And now the self-confident Nature Boy may be gaining momentum. He tosses Fujinami outside. And that is where Flair says that he is the dirtiest player in the game.
Well, we're going to find out because he's going out after.
Flair takes him. Well, they're right behind us here. Oh, good grief. Flair just hammered. Flair was hammered face first into the security railing. This time right into the post. And Flair has been lacerated. The heavyweight champion of the world has been busted open by the challenger. Fujinami now has turned the table. The championship of the world is in jeopardy.
It is in jeopardy, and I know everybody in Japan throughout the international world is watching this thing, and they know right now that Fujinami now, the offensive moves that he makes are very important, not to make a mistake at this point when you got Ric Flair hurt.
Fujinami batters a bloody world's champion. Flair shoving him back, but Flair is obviously hurt. Flair, you gotta hand it to him. He's competitive. Chop to the back.
Shouldn't have turned his back on him.
And Fujinami nailed the champion again. Chop to the head by Tatsumi Dragon Fujinami. The vaunted Japanese champion sends Flair upside down and back in the ring. Flair right to the top turnbuckle.
I've seen Flair in a lot of situations, Jimbo, and I know right now that this time in his career, he's really having to reach down and fight back with this thing.
Both these superb athletes were in magnificent condition when this match started. It has taken its toll.
If they wasn't, they wouldn't even be standing right now. Both these men know the prize of a lifetime. The WCW World Heavyweight title is at stake. The prize, the number uno, baby. And they ain't gonna fall without a fight.
Fujinami, right hand. Has Flair in the corner. You see Hattori, Tiger Hattori, the referee, trying to get him back. Boy, Flair's got to regroup. He's got to mount some offense here.
We don't want to count him out, though, baby. I've been in there with him. That's a nice move. He missed the Oklahoma roll right there.
Flair trying to fight back up. Referee Tiger Hattori asking Flair if he's all right. Wants to continue. Tiger Hattori trying to get Flair back in. Flair's hurt badly. He is hurt very, very badly.
I'll tell you what about Mr. Fujinami now. He needs to, if he wants to regroup here, it's not bad to back off just a little bit. Don't play into Flair's hands. Don't go out, get caught in a situation, make a mistake, cost you the title.
Flair with a thumb to the eye there. Nature Boy Ric Flair with a thumb to the eye. And Fujinami trying to get him down. Slams him right off the top. And he's going for the octopus.
There it is, there it is.
That's a submission move made famous by Antonio Inoki, another Japanese legend.
That is a devastating power move right there. Your whole body is tingling. You don't know whether to give up or go blind. You know what I'm talking about?
It's a submission maneuver. Very rarely used in the United States, or should I say by American wrestlers.
Yes, but I'm going to tell you what, Ric Flair knows. I know what it's like. I've been in it. Antonio Inoki had it on me.
The crowd chanting, USA.
Great contest. This is what it's all about. World Championship Wrestling for the World's Championship Wrestling title right here. Ric Flair Great move, had to make that move to get out of there. Both men exhausted, my friend.
Flair just made the counter move of his career. If he had not made that counter, he's going to have to give it up.
Yeah, you might say, like you said, a career move was just made by that man.
Referee's checking Flair. They want to make sure that he's not endangering himself so severely that they might want to stop this thing. Fujinami back up, hammers away at a battered and bloody World's Heavyweight Champion. But as Dusty Rhodes said, never count out the Nature Boy.
He popped him right there, baby.
They're giving it all they can, all they have, for the WCW World Heavyweight title.
Fujinami needs to get on him right now and end this thing. He needs to go offensively with whatever he's got left. He needs to go for it.
Fujinami with a shoulder block, both men hurt. Flair out on the ramp, Fujinami out on the floor. This crowd, and neither do we, want to see a count out.
No, baby.
Too much controversy the last time they met.
I mean, this thing here, both men out. Fujinami trying to get to his feet. Flair barely able to stand on the outside. Barely able to stand.
Flair finally makes his way back in the ring. Oh,
whoa, baby.
What a chop. They can hold him. Fujinami may have him. 1, 2 3/4.
Brother, he got that shoulder up. I mean, that's as close as you're going to get to the chitlins and grits.
Right hand and a chop by Flair. And another chop by the champion of the world. Irish whip to the center of the ropes. And Fujinami, there's an inside cradle. Inside cradle. And he almost
had it, brother. That's as close. I'd say that again. I can't believe this. Right here, Ric Flair is somehow barely saving that WCW World Heavyweight title. Won the fight now. Won the fight, baby.
What intensity. Fujinami.
Into the ropes. He got him again.
Trying to roll him up.
He's got him again. He needs to get around his side.
Oh, Fujinami just butted heads with Tiger Hattori. Flair has him rolled up.
That's it. That's it, baby.
Flair has won it. Flair has won it.
Flair has retained the World's Heavyweight title. Make no bones about it. That was a tremendous match. Flair wanted it just a little bit more. Reached down and brought it home.
Ric Flair has retained the heavyweight championship of the world.